guten Morgen.
Morning.
Jetzt üben wir nochmal. Das machen wir nochmal. Aloha Hamburg, guten Morgen. Fantastic. Yeah, let's have a seat. We're going to have this panel discussion in English. So, yeah, when someone was surprised, we're switching the language right now. Mariano, Tim, nice to have you here. This is going to be a very quick, I would say, fireside chat, because we simply have 20 minutes. So I would like to get the audience context first. So guys, please raise your hand. Who of you have been shopping either online or in-store at an OBI store? Okay, we do the reverse.
That's not everyone.
Yeah. I want to say we do. Please raise your hand. Who of you does not have an OBI in his country? Yeah. Okay. Have a couple of people there. Okay. So you see, there are still people that can be your customers in the future, and AI is definitely changing a lot. So here we do not want to talk about theory. That's why I say let's skip the theory and go right into the topic. We're here at OMR. That means that whatever we're saying, we're going to focus on customer experience, as well as what's happening data-wise. So Mariano, you're founder of VTEX, 25 years into that business. That's absolutely crazy. When we had a conversation before, you said AI is not about automation, it's about elimination. That's quite a bold statement. What do you mean by that?
So there is a quote from Hubert Joly, the CEO of Best Buy, the former CEO that did all the kind of turnaround, amazing guy, French guy. And he said, automate the ordinary, humanize the extraordinary. And I believe he mean it. And AI is about org chart. AI is not about automating only, it's eliminating process. So the big mistake that you can have with AI is to understand that process can be automated instead of eliminating the process over the eyes of the AI era. So I believe the retailers and brands that goes for this mentality. So first, say, should this process exist under the eyes of AI? Likely the answer is no. Likely you're going to approach in a completely different way, and it's going to be way more affordable and scalable. So it's all about org chart and elimination of process.
Okay, Tim, when you hear that is a very bold statement, but since you're a multi-country company, you have a couple of stores around the world, 13 plus countries. Is that a realistic demand? Like, how are you approaching that?
I mean, first of all, I think we should all stay humble on the AI topic. But for sure, I mean, for internal process automation and efficiency, it's a use case for us as well, and also for revenue growth. But if we, and allow me to take a step back and to put that in a broader perspective, for us in OBI, it's more about a business strategy. How can we transform our business? Because it's not only a tech topic, right? It's a strategy for a company. And the good thing is, for the last years, we prepared ourselves. We modernized quite some core software stacks in our company. We switched to Google Workspace. We implemented Microsoft Employee Yonder for our supply chain automation. We switched to VTEX for commerce, for marketplace, and all that gives us now a proper foundation to then in those core business processes, and it'll be all about business processes. We have the capability to then utilize AI and utilize automation in those business processes. Whether it's going to be elimination or streamlining, let's see, but the potential is huge, I agree.
And just to add, I see that it's going to be a reduction of headcount. And I believe all the managers here from any brand, any retail, there's two ways of tackle this elephant in the room. We can just ignore, or we can just face the brutal facts and organize the company to the challenge of reducing the FTEs.
Can you give us an example maybe from your own company? Because I think that would be very tangible for the people as well.
Inside VTEX, we were 16 months ago, we decided to go all in with AI and to see the limits of it. And 16 months ago was like 10 years in AI age, like the Claude and Figma was a big thing yet, you know. But at the end of the day, we were 870 people under only my organization. So VTEX is 1.7 thousand people, but under my organization was 870. And today, as we speak, we are 265.
That's quite a cut.
Yes, and we are selling 30% more, we are delivering 30% more, and the throughput just increased. So we cannot put our, shut down the possibility that if the demand do not follow the capacity that you just increase in throughput, what you need is to generate more profit. And that's where I believe all the retailers and brands here needs to see the perspective. Today, the public companies are reporting an average of 5% profit. Mm-hmm. If you take out Amazon, Walmart, and one more outlier, this average goes to 3%. That means that in an interest rate of 4%, 5% in the world, and it's likely to be like that for the next years, we're going to be under the water. So we need to take these to 10% and 15% profitability. If we don't do it, no retailer, no brand will exist.
Yeah, but the one thing is that we need to look at the processes and the back end. But on the other hand, we have, I would say, the playfulness of what AI currently is. I had a conversation with Jeremy Dury, the CDO of IKEA Germany, and he said there is a lovable tech trap. Because if you start vibe coding, if you start doing your use cases and you feel like, oh, there's so much potential. Tim, what do you do to actually avoid just going into the tech and trying things out and doing it for the sake of it? What's your approach in the company?
I mean, it's like with any other technology in the world. First of all, there's a hype and everything is great and everyone is experimenting things. But then sooner or later, there's going to be the question of a business case and of business potential. And that is how we tackle it at OBI. I mean, we look at it from a business case perspective and whether there's a demand from a customer's perspective and then also a business case for us. And this business case needs to outpace the investment that we put in there. And this is only possible if you do that jointly by business and tech, right? I mean, on the one hand, you need that right focus, the right topics to tackle with AI or with any other tech tool. But then you need the technical excellence to make it happen. And it's always this combination plus the right focus. So I'm a strong believer. I don't know how often I said focus in the last 30 seconds. It's a focus question. Yeah. Do set a focus.
And, yeah.
As a provider, I can see this in OBI, and it's impressive. It's one of the best operations I know in the world. They are around $10 billion company, and they operate with, 500 or 400 less in IT for the entire company.
Yeah.
And other clients of VTEX, they are operating with 1,500, 2,000 people. And at the end of the day, who's going to win in the next 5 years is who provides the thin layer in between the org chart to the conversation and decisions to be made. That's what matters, and so congrats.
Since we're here at OMR, AI is connected strongly to content, personalization. So obviously I need to ask the question, Tim, what tangible results or effects on AI do customers see? What do people see in the store?
Yeah, I mean, it's the ultimate goal for us at OBI to make our customers happy, to give them some sort of value add. It's the most sustainable currency, if you want to put it like that. And but for me, I would say that the best AI is the invisible AI for the customer. We do not need to shoot for all those fancy chatbots and interfaces. It's invisible. It's a good recommendation. It's a good personalized price. it's a good demand prediction so that we have the right stock in place, the right merchandise in place. It's even a good assistance of our salespeople on the shop floor that they can serve our customers better. So that's all behind the scenes.
And
But this is making a difference.
And this is rolled out already. This is what's currently happening in the OBI stores.
Yes, yes. So all demand prediction. I set the vendor in the beginning, Blue Yonder. It's fully AI based. So we do predict all the demands across all countries and steer our merchandise accordingly. This is then for supply chain and the goods flow. And for marketing, at least in our Hey Obi app and CRM communication, all the personalization behind that, this is fully automated. There's no hands and marketing people putting so much effort in. It's a machine.
Can you be a tiny bit more precise so that people that have downloaded the OBI app or want to download the OBI app and see what is hyper-customized there? Everything? Or what are the messages that are tailored to me as a customer?
I mean, the start screen, you scroll, you're going to see offers, you're going to see recommendation. All that is personalized. If you have a purchase in our store and then after that you're going to receive a coupon or you're going to receive a newsletter, everything there is personalized. We're going to send you a personalized text, a personalized picture. We're going to personalize the products and the after sales messages and offers that we are sending you. It's fully personalized. There's
in the era of AI, the retailers needs to be agnostic to channels. And today, the org chart is still organized by channels. In the era of AI, you just say, if you consider channel as a conversation inside the company, you are wrong. The clients, the customers, they ignore channels.
Yeah.
So it's OBI is doing a great job by pre-sales, sales, and post-sales is one journey. It's not process. And channel-wise, they are agnostic. So it's pretty impressive what OBI is doing.
I would like to go a tiny bit deeper into that with you, Mariano, because I learned a very beautiful wording from you, which was concierge service. Can you explain that to the audience? Because I think in that context, it really makes a lot of sense, because it pins down exactly this.
Yeah, it's a book that I'm writing. It's called The Concierge Commerce, The Concierge Economy. It's about like consumers will have more money than time. So they will buy time, and any company like OBI that sells time, simplicity is the ultimate form of innovation. Yeah. And that who tackles simplicity will win. And at the end of the day, the concierge economy is for you to third party to someone, an individual, a human individual, not an agent, that will curate what you want, what you need. And that can be from the sales floor. You can have like a navigation in the website and recognize the client. And the ultimate form of personalization is to ask Mark, that's your sales guy in the floor, to just WhatsApp you. They say, oh, you are in the website. Do you need something? I'm here. Oh, yeah, Mark, I need these, and these. I don't know what I buy. And these will bring the conversion rate from e-commerce from 2-3% to 6-7%. That brings the marketing cost down, and that's like what I call the agnostic for channel.
The question, will Mark be an AI or a store person?
I believe it's going to be a person for a while until the privacy laws adjust to the new era and allows the retailers to record every single conversation from Mark to their customers to train the agents to one day become acting as a human. But for now, there's so much you gain in using the human beings that are in the floor, that knows you, knows the weather, knows your cultural aspects, know your accent, and they just know you. And that's the simplicity. Put the salespeople to talk to your online journey clients, and you're going to see results.
Tim, you look like you want to add something to that.
I can. I mean, I personally believe that the combination of this personal advice, personal touch, personal connect of salespeople on the shop floor to the customers, combined with then the right software tools, the AI in the back end, again, invisible, and then for the customers, more blended experience. And from time to time, the AI will step more in the front, but it's a process, and this is not going to happen from now to tomorrow. It's a journey for probably years, and it's also a question of customer adoption. I mean, there were times where people were saying with the internet there will be no more stationary retail. I mean, it's still there, right? It's still there, so it takes time.
Tim, let's quickly dive into that, because prior to this panel I received a question which I always love, and the person asked me what is happening to the OBI stores in the future? Are they going to be experience centers, or how is AI actually influencing the stores as the role of physical retail? Can you give one sentence to that?
I mean, I'm not the merchandise guy, and I'm not the assortment guy. I'm from tech, but from a broader perspective, if I look at our stores, I think they will be there for decades still, and they will play a role. Today, they play the role of easy access to products, of self-service, if you want to put it like that, even as a logistics hub, and I believe it'll stay like that, because all this inspiration, this experience centers, as you stated it, this will happen more and more in the homes of the customers. The customers want to imagine, how is my garden changing if I'm adjusting my terrace roofing? How is my garden changing if I'm changing the garden furniture? How is my kitchen changing? And so on. And this is all happening at home, and technology helps you to imagine easier, to put that in pictures, to put that in reality, and then the purchase is probably then in a store or directly online. But all this inspiration, I believe it's more directly at home with the customer.
And for that, you need a proper back-end systems that are cohesive together, where data flows from A to B, where's one source of truth. That's super interesting.
And for us, it's fantastic. I mean, if the customer is involved with us in all these inspirational phases, we can learn so much about the customer, about their demands, about their priorities and preferences. It's wonderful to get access to all that data, and then again to recommend the right things to guide the customer to the next step. And I think there's so much room for growth and for, then again, customer benefits.
Absolutely. The thing is that there are so many micro topics and questions that we could ask here. We haven't talked about the human a lot, and I do believe in terms of time, we can all agree on it's like 75% human and 15% tech, so there needs to be change management. We need to take the people along. Also, Mariano, on the big change that you did in your company and what you advise to the retailers that are working on your platform, you speak to people, and it is about people, even though it is tech, right?
My main advice is in the era of AI, you will not have regionalizations of companies. You need to have a function-oriented org chart. Because if you have regions, the regions end up building the same agents to do the same process, and you don't aggregate knowledge into a process. That's actually the name of software. So you need to kill regionalization, and you put a function-oriented org chart, and the productivity just kind of literally born from nothing. So it's this is my piece of advice. And it's a great that we are in a marketing conference with a CIO, with operations behind our back, and it's full of people. So I'm really happy.
Here as well. Yeah, well, we have just 1 minute left. So, Mariano, Tim, one last statement towards what will make the difference between successful companies in the next 3 years and those who will stay behind. Maybe, Mariano, you want to add something to this?
Talent density. I believe we're going to have less people, but 3 times more salaries and comps. So we're going to have the superhumans managing companies and operating companies in the same level. Management and operations will merge, and it's going to be one thing. 2-3 layers max. And I believe that's how you tackle AI.
Tim, from your perspective, CIO perspective?
Start with the business case, start with the business benefits, and then apply the right technology, the right tools, the right AI to solve those cases. And create benefits for the company and at the end of the day for the customer. Because, yeah, the customer is the most important currency, especially for us as a retailer.
Thank you.
Last word.
Yes, please.
One thing we are missing. The company that will tackle AI needs to have a egoless CIO.
Okay, tell me, what is that?
It's the CIO with no ego that the power relies on managing budget and people and really relies on managing benefits and outcomes for the stakeholders. And there's a lot in stake for that. And you are in front of one of them.
I just want to say, I feel like we have quite a prime example here.
What Tim is doing in OBI is going to be on the charts of Harvard and Cambridge, and people will study about it. And he's very humble, but he's doing a big transformation. Okay. I invite everybody to talk and call Tim. OBI headquarters, go to Google, call him. And
so this would have been my call to action, guys. Thank you so much for speaking here with me about what AI actually does in the companies. A big round of applause for Mariano and Tim.
Thank you.
Also, I kindly invite you, these two people are on LinkedIn as well. Please connect with them. You will see Mariano's content. You will see Tim liking and sharing something every now and then. Tim and I also made a German podcast. Just a month ago. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, join us and connect if you like. That would be our side.
Thank you so much, guys. And thank you also, Alexis, for taking over the stage for a little bit.
Thank you.
And have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Round of applause.